Hello, balcony. Hello, welcome. My name is Kate. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. Today, I would like to do the red solo cups and Chloe. I know yesterday I said that I wanted to do Chloe and Chubby Fingers, but when I was thinking about it, we know Chloe was there and we know the red solo cups were there. Chubby Fingers hasn't shown no signs of being there. So I want to do Chloe and the red solo cups. This is for entertainment purposes only. No facts here. Please do your own research. I'm literally a chick with a tarot deck. And if you'd like to book a reading, I'm a psychic and a medical intuitive. And link is in the bio. If I missed your reading for some reason, I just sent you an email with a link to rebook, and I'm really sorry that the only thing I can think of is I was double booked, but I apologize. And with that being said, I haven't set the intention, so a card just jump, well, like a handful just jump. The top's on, I've already set sacred space, called in the quarters. We're going to do the red solo cups and Chloe and just see what their energy would like to tell us. Oh boy, these cards are totally ready. All right. And that's it. So let's get this started. Red solo cups and Chloe. We're going to do Chloe on the right. Red solo cups on the left. Chloe on the right. Chloe on the right, red solo cups on the left. Chloe on the right, red solo cups on the left. Chloe on the right, red solo cups, on the left. Chloe on the right, red solo cups, on the left. I'm going to put two of the cards over here because I just did two. Okay, you guys can see this. Okay, so we have red solo cups on the right, Chloe on the left. Red solo cups on the right. Wait, red solo... Did I just screw this up? Red solo cups. Wait, I think this is Chloe's. So Chloe on the right. Red solo cups on the left. Okay. So I'm going to feel the energy because I can't remember. So I'm going to feel the energy and see which one's which. Okay, so this is a mashup between the two energies of Chloe and the red solo cups. So this is red solo cups on the left, Chloe on the right. Okay, so, and what we're doing, this is just it's something totally new, and one of our lovely, beautiful friends thought of it, and then together we created the mashups. So it's not like a who's who, or I know Famous Fortune calls it a fork. He invented it too. It's cool when you're doing two energies kind of in a competition with each other. This isn't a competition. This is their energies if they were together. So it's a mashup. So we have Chloe. Let's start with Chloe. Oh boy, poor Chloe. Okay, Chloe has smoke and mirrors. It's not as it seems. Chloe, I think she was a failed or a dropout, like a police academy dropout. And but she has the training. And there are tons of channels on YouTube. No facts here. Please do your own research. This is for entertainment purposes only. There are tons of a few channels, and I can't think of them off the top of my head, that had real dog trainers that train police dogs or they're not huskies. When my husband was a police officer, they're Austrian, I think. Those dogs, the police academy dogs, I think Austria, because they have to learn a different language to communicate with them. I shouldn't even say that she's in a police academy dropout. I should say her owners are police academy dropouts. But the point is, This was smoke and mirrors. So to me, this is like Chloe was doing what she was trained to do, but it wasn't a real... It is also telling me that they have no control over her. But we have Karen here. Karen is a Pisces, and her energy has come in to protect us from the darkness, like the evil. I'm not really sure what Karen's here for yet. We also have Pentacles. This is like a steady, perhaps you have investments and it's a long-term investment, so you're not seeing a ton of return, but your money's not flowing in or out. It's just consistent. Then Chloe has somebody had a difficult decision. There are two horrible decisions, stuck between a rock and a hard place, and getting out of town. Because there's a tower moment. Yeah, Chloe did get out of town. And there was a tower moment. Because, well, Higgins, there's reports of Higgins, this is on Sean's channel, was at a bar in Boston and he said something like, I didn't hit John O'Keefe, but I pulled the dog off of him. We also know that Chloe has a history of attacking, which is not, to me, this is 100% ownership. And the owners are nuts. Getting out of town because the tower moment, I mean, as soon as, was it Nettie put the pictures up of John's arm? You don't have to be a dog training specialist to realize those are dog bites. Like that's, to me, it was so obvious. And I didn't even really know the story yet. So she got out of town because of this. To me, this is 9/11. It's like game over. There was a very difficult decision. It wasn't difficult for the one who got the gun and the secluded area spot. She has no feelings, in my personal humble opinion. The money not coming in or out, I don't know what this has to do with Chloe. Probably she was just content and happy at her house. There's really nothing to report. Karen's here. This is the one thing I think, well, the cards told me. I didn't. That the woman on the stand who perhaps orchestrated this took care of Chloe. And I think that's why Karen's here. And the smoke and mirrors is that she was trained to fight, but her owners were horrendous. And so it was smoke and mirrors. She didn't actually have to defend anyone, but she didn't know any better. Then we have the red solo cups. Okay. Red solo cups. Three's a party. So perhaps this was a three-person idea. They said they called Fanning, I think. And he lived across the street and provided the like Stop and Shop or whatever grocery stores they have down there. We just have like Hannaford's Market Basket. That's it. But they might, I think it was like Stop and Shop or some grocery store bags. Perhaps like Brian Higgins and Fanning. Somebody, that's their evidence collection bag. I didn't even go to cop camp and I know better. Okay, Karen's here again. So she's the Pisces. She's showing up for both of these, which is telling me just from the peripheral, there were evil intentions here. I don't think Chloe had evil intentions. I think her owners just were horrendous and horrible trainers and they literally had a killing machine and didn't know how to deal with her. And after John O'Keefe's death, this is not really allegedly, but I'll find an article, that she attacked 2 women and sent them to the hospital. In between when she disappeared, I liked the story of Vermont. That was a cute, nice story, but according to the cards, she didn't make it out of the secluded area alone with Bennifer. So Karen's here. That's telling me that this started or is evil intentions. We also have a contract. This is a don't tell a soul. Like, don't say anything, don't do anything. This is our 3-man secret. Here's Colin Albert. The archetype of Colin Albert is this little knight. Oh, there was money involved to keep it quiet. Oh, more money. You don't say. Of course it was. Of course. And so, in conclusion, with the red solo cups, evil. Here, where's evil? Karen's here. So, the intention started with an evil intent. Yeah, we know. There was a 3-man deal. Like, a 3-man idea took 3 of them. God. 3-man deal with a lot of money swapping hands. This was the code to silence. I don't know if it was actually ever spoken, but this is a contract that's like, don't tell, or you are going to end up like him, perhaps. And this is Colin Albert. So we are going to check Miss Ashley over at the Reckonings cards. I talk about her every day because I love these cards and I think she's just cool. So one card just jumped. Oh, I'm just going to make sure the top's still on. Okay. And the card just jumped, freedom. Could be either of them. Chloe, I think what this freedom card is the 3-man deal to not say a word. And it's code of silence somehow. Either they spoke it or there's nothing in writing, I'm guessing. Because they like to keep their freedom. I don't think Chloe had any inkling that her freedom was going to be taken away. And remember the time that we thought that perhaps the 34 Fairview house itself was the underground afternoon traffic stop? I wonder if this is Fanning. So this could be 2 things. Fanning was there, we probably know that. Or the 34 Fairview was a stop on the metaphor for an underground tunnel. It's a $150 billion business and industry, according to, I think it was Forbes, that we aren't allowed to speak about on this platform. Normal. Okay, so we have work. This was just work. And evil demonic. So that's why Karen's here. There was an accident of unavoidable natural causes. I wouldn't call it an accident, but I would say that it was a premeditated, okay, we get this all the time. Well, since there's no chain of custody, I still feel like this is that 3-man group, which I'm getting Higgins, Albert, and Fanning. I think Fanning's the across the street neighbor. Oh, there are delays. Oh, no. We have a child. I'm hoping this is Fanning's energy. Well, the reason I'm hoping it is because when you have a hotel, motel, and children together, there's, to me, no real explanation other than it just gave me the chills, dirty. Frozen preserved. This is the snow. We're doing a reading on the snow on the lawn. Don't worry. It's coming. Oh, I wonder, I think I wanted to do the cups in the snow, but those were too close. Oh boy. This is habit. This is also telling me this. We know that this isn't the first or only body down there. That's very mysterious. It's not that mysterious if you don't drink the Bennifer Kool-Aid. It's corruption to me, in my personal humble opinion. Parental figures, we got this when Chloe was taken out into the woods with a weapon. Self-sabotage. I mean, this could be any of them. Okay, we have Houston officially run into a serious problem. This, to me, this can be 2 things. It has shown up for John because they took his phone. Jen McCabe testified about it. And so to me, it's like a kidnapped. Unfortunately, it also goes with the metaphor of an underground tunnel afternoon traffic. And if you're new and you don't understand, and I'm really sorry, just use your imagination. It's Google $150 billion industry in America. And that will give you the answer. I just can't say it. Imprisonment. And we had false flags. Oh, here's our secluded area. This is where our, oh, okay. Houston, we have another problem. Fanning. I'm going to make sure we have our Epstein card. I mean, there are 4 cards. Oh, good. Affluent, upper class. Don't worry, Bennifer, you're never going to know what this is. This is our Karen. We love her. She is affluent and upper class. There's a plot twist because she fought back. I know I've said this a million times. To me, she was divinely chosen for this mission, or she chose it. It's in her soul contract. I saw a comment that someone else saw the same reading I did, and I don't remember who it was. I only watched like a few tarot readings, but it was that John and Karen had a soul contract. I definitely got that Karen had a soul contract, and it was to expose this darkness. And she was the divinely chosen. She was the only person that could do this and had like the confident, whatever anxiety she was feeling. Well, if you think your boyfriend's cheating on you, you've like integrated into their whole life, that would be very stressful. And I have no opinion on the text because I would be mortified if anyone, especially right before my husband and I broke up. We drank a lot and we weren't nice. So the plot twist is Karen, they chose the right person fighting against the government in an organized crime science experiment. She was the secret weapon to go against deep state and expose the abuse and neglect. This is Fanning. She's high vibes. She's very successful. They tried to steal everything from her through a corrupted media source. We've gotten fired twice, at least twice. Everything in this is telling me to look back at Fanning. Instead of doing a mashup, you might see this sweatshirt again because I feel cold, and there's something about Fanning. DNA, you guys. What did we find? Oh, the DNA, it would be on the red solo cups because it was John's. This is parental figure and super low vibe. There's snake and a backstabber. Disposing of evidence. Oh, here's the devil. Yeah. For pattern repetition Higgins. I was watching the linguist. What is his name? He is a retired government agent, and he's a linguist, which, by the way, was one of my hardest classes. I hated linguistics. He makes it look really easy, but he was saying that in Higgins' testimony, and I will link him below because I can't remember what it was. It's like Truth Revealed, maybe. He was saying that Higgins, from his speech patterns on the stand, hooked up with, it was a C word, a couple. He called it her C word's wife and then the wife. And the linguist said they have a history together. And then as it unfolds and he keeps testifying and he's still analyzing it, he finds Carrie. Carrie is the lady. It's not Carrie, the Carrie from the morning of. I thought that was always Carrie from that morning. It's this Carrie C lady who has a husband named John, who Higgins hooked up with. Because Karen says, oh, I got your... When Higgins is reading his text messages, I know there's lots of comments that say it was a Facebook Messenger. No. Well, according to testimony, and when they brought it in, it's all text. So that I stand by that video I made, which I'm glad, because if it was Facebook Messenger, they would have said it at least once. They didn't mention it ever. They always only mentioned the texts. So in there, Karen, he stalks Karen because he's stage 5 and drives by the house allegedly. This is all like from his linguistics. Until Karen's outside and he has like a weed whacker. She's holding like a weed whacker and she flicks him off. And then he rolls down his window because he was in his government vehicle. And somehow they start flirting. In those texts, he says, "How did you get my number?" And she said, "Carrie gave it to me." Well, Carrie is the wife of this John guy. That all came out through this linguist to the linguistics. It's political. Okay, we're good. What this is telling me, straight up, is we need to look into Fanning. Unfortunately, I really have no interest in going into his energy. He is a monster. So, I have to sneeze. I thought I did. Okay. So, I mean, we can do an in conclusion if you guys want. But, I mean, it's pretty clear what we're looking at here. I mean, I could do it backwards too. Chloe, poor Chloe, she didn't get the training or the life she deserved. This is the stuff that makes me, you can see all that. Good, I'm going to leave that right there. I mean, it doesn't matter how I read these. Ashley, over at The Reckoning, her cards just killed it. There's not that much to, like, go through again. Oh, man. I mean, there's not that much to go through again. The red solar cups. Karen's protecting us. Both Chloe and the red solar cups. We got the ultimate evil. And I don't name him because I was taught that to name him is to summon him. And I'm not that into summoning him. I'm not really in the mood. We get premeditated all the time. You guys just saw all these. Evil. It was work. Corrupted media source. We've seen all these. So, in conclusion, the energy together, the only thing that's like troubling, I will say, is I'm getting hard Fanning energy. I don't know if he was there. I'm guessing. And it was his house across the street, wasn't it? I saw a comment that said, like, the library footage didn't disappear. Well, then where is it? Okay, hand it in. This is not rocket science, team. And if you're on Benifer's team, that's very nice for you. I don't know how many brain cells you have, but what I'm getting really, really hard is Fanning energy with Epstein, abuse and neglect, kidnapped, children at the hotel. So I think what I'm going to do is clear this energy. What that mashup just brought out was the red solo cups energy, I think was from his house. Before I post this, I should probably double check, but I hope it was because we have the energy I'm getting super hard is Fanning. And the red solo cups energy is carrying the $150 billion afternoon traffic industry hard. He was the lead investigator on Sandra Birchmore's case, which is troubling. And Truth and Transparency has done a great series on other Fanning missteps. So what we just learned was Chloe was doing her job and she had to get out of here because there was a tower moment and someone had to make an impossible decision. We know psychopaths. I'm not diagnosing anyone. I haven't worked on anyone. I'm not even a shrink. But we do have tendencies of a psychopath. And the energy all over these red solo cups is Fanning. I want to sage one more time. And I will love you and leave you. You might see me in the same sweatshirt in 4 seconds because before we do our next mashup, I want to check in on Fanning and see why that came up so hard. Ew, he wasn't even on my radar. But, okay, my loves, thank you so much for coming. If you'd like to book a reading, link is in the bio. If I owe you anything, let me know. If you'd like to report on Bev or donate to Karen's defense fund, links are in the bio. I love you. See you next time.